What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So we have a major problem on our hands, and most people don't even realize that this is an issue. But more than 50% of Americans are doing this, and this is not good. Now, what I want to address in today's video is I want to talk about the sales numbers from Black Friday, but also I want to address the problem with one of the systems of payment. No, it's not cash, it's not credit cards, it's something that's called buy now, pay later. And you may not have known this, but more than 50% of Americans have used the buy now, pay later system. And this is a problem because according to these reports, about 170 million people have used this, but about 70% of those people do not count the buy now, pay later payments as debt. That is scary. But here's the truth. Any payment that you make should be counted as debt. Any money that you spend must be counted as an expense. And if you don't, you are gonna have problems because the income that you bring in is not gonna match the expenses that you have. Again, it's a major problem as we're now in the thick of the holiday shopping season. And the reason I bring this up today is because today is November 26th. It's one day after Black Friday, and we now have the Black Friday numbers. I wanna share those with you. And here are some of the top sellers from this year. We have electronics. They were up 221% over the average day in October. Now that's massive. We also have smart home items. That was up 271%. We know audio equipment is up 230%. Toys were up 285%. And exercise equipment up 218%. And to top it off, all we have to do is something very simple. We order from our smartphone. 48% of all online orders came from mobile, which is up from 44% just last year. But here's the most shocking part about all the online sales. All the sales between November 19th and November 25th, just so you have an idea, 81%. 81%. That's how much buy now, pay later spiked. 81%. And you're probably thinking, well, 81% over a year, that's not bad. Well, here's the problem. It spiked 81% from last week. Yeah, just last week alone. And again, the reason why I point out that I am shooting this video on November 26th, which is one day after Black Friday, is simple. Because according to Adobe Analytics, Cyber Monday will be even bigger and worse than Black Friday alone. Adobe predicts that on Cyber Monday, just one day on Monday, we are gonna see online sales eclipse $11.2 billion. That is more than the $9.1 billion that the American people spent on Black Friday. And for the 5 days between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, according to Adobe Analytics, the American people are gonna spend $34.8 billion in just 5 days. That's massive, and that's also insane. Now, I want to get back to the buy now, pay later system because this is critical. Now, I am all for using somebody else's money to buy things, to invest. But here's the problem. When you use buy now, pay later, we are buying things that we don't necessarily need and will not create any income for us. So that is not an investment. That is a debt. Now, I want to show you a couple things. Look at this. This is a fake plant, okay? Now, I'm actually gonna buy one of these fake plants because I'm gonna stick it right over here, okay? So, in the next week or so, you're gonna see this fake plant sitting right over my shoulder. But I am not going to buy this using Affirm, okay? Affirm is a buy now, pay later platform. So, I can either pay $59.99 for this fake plant, okay, or I can do what a lot of people do and have done and are going to continue to do because guess what? We got no money. We're gonna go and do 3 payments of $20 a month. Here's the problem. Most people, and according to the reports, 70% of the 170 million people that have used buy now, pay later do not count this as a debt or an expense. Again, that's a major, major problem. Now you're probably thinking, well, okay, It's a fake plant. It's going to go in the office. It's going to go for videos. Well, that could be an expense. Well, here's something that is not an expense. Now, I am not going to buy this, but I just wanted to pull this up so you see it. This is a Barbie toy. A Barbie 3-story house with pop-up umbrella. Awesome. Exactly what I need, right? No. Now, I can go and buy this, and I can pay $99.99 for it. Or, what a lot of people will do, they will have 3 monthly payments of $33.33. That's what's going to happen. Here's the problem with that. Again, if we do not count this as a debt or an expense, then we will not account for this when it comes to paying it off. So let's say we have $50 in our bank account and we go and buy these two things. We go and buy this Barbie thing that's going to cost us $33.33 a month, and we buy this thing which is going to cost me $20 for 3 months. Well, that puts me in a little bit of a pickle because that would come up to $53.33 for 3 months. If I only have $50 in my bank, but I don't count these as debt or expenses, well, that's a problem because they are expenses. This is a debt and we have to account for it. So like I said, 50% of Americans have used the buy now, pay later system. It just keeps on growing and growing every single year. The main reason why it has grown so much since 2020 is simply because we have less money. We do not have as much money as of disposable income. We don't have as much money coming in. We have more expenses. We have more debt. And on top of that, there's no additional stimulus payment coming to the American people. So, one thing I can tell you and one thing I can warn you on is don't go down this rabbit hole, because if you do, it would be very difficult to dig yourself out of it. But that is all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. If you can, do me a favor. It takes just 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button. Also, click that subscribe button so you never miss an update. And I'll see you guys on the next one.